One of the things that we swore that we wouldn't do very, very early on in our brand evolution was one, we didn't barter, and two, we didn't gig by the hour. We didn't price our projects by the hour. And so as we brought on new team members, it was difficult to keep that project price because sometimes it really is, we don't know how long it's going to take. And we were a young business. We didn't have a lot of cushion. And so part of that is, and we still struggle with this, right? Sort of get the internal financing right. We have a document that we call a give get. And it really talks about this reciprocity relationship between ourselves and our teammates. And one of our covenants within that document is we compensate honorably. And so we always want to err on the side of more compensation rather than less because we believe in abundance. But when you hold yourself to that sort of standard, it's always a constant tension to make sure that the books balance out and everybody is still living their best life while working with us.
How do you decide what is fair or more than fair compensation? That seems like a tricky business.
Well, now we actually have research, right? When we initially started, we did a little bit of market research and then we usually padded on top of that, making sure that we were still making our margins. I think the other thing we started doing as we began to mature was taking a much firmer stance on our margins to make sure that we were never just sort of everything that was coming in was always going out. It's one thing to be very fluid with your finances in the early stages as you're kind of figuring everything out. But as the business begins to mature, taking a hard look on margins and then insisting on asking a fair market price from our clients, right, allows us the flexibility to be able to compensate our people at varying different levels, depending upon if they're doing freelance gig work for us or if they're doing project delivery work.